I think now we could talk about that Ed Stinger there.
Oh man, I
So,
I, I remember when I thought they were trying to kill me in that movie theater seat. I remember turning to you. I was
yeah,
like,
it
"What
was like
is
I
this?"
was like, what the heck? Whoa, whoa, wait, whoa,
Right, right. Ain't
pause.
no way.
Ain't no way. So at the end, they have Noah, doing another interview to to get a job. I don't know where it was, like this warehouse or
It was
whatever.
like
I don't know.
some warehouse, trying to get a security job like he did at the beginning of the movie, but he's obviously not going for protecting like, some big company. He's going for just protecting something small, which okay.
It was good. And so the guy that's interviewing him slowly starts to talk about, like, he was asking about his job that he did recently, which
hmm
he's pretending his job was actually helping the
Some
Transformers save the
international
world,
security thing, yeah.
international security thing. But then slowly the interviewer is like revealing that, like, he knows that he was
Yeah.
working with the
Yeah,
Transformers.
he's like, I'd love, and we'd love it if we worked with you, like your friends.
Yeah.
By the way, regardless of what you say, your brother's medical care will be completely paid for, as courtesy of a grateful nation. And I remember the whole time I'm turning to you, I'm like, oh, it's Sector 7.
Yeah, Sector
It's,
Seven.
yeah,
So it's like, okay,
yeah.
this is what we're gonna set up. But oh wait, no, there's
hmm
more. So the interviewer gets up and then moves like one of the
Little photos or whatever,
photo
yeah.
things from the wall, and then it activates this activates the wall to separate like it's a door, and then it
Yeah,
leads to this giant
yeah.
corridor.
I thought we were gonna see like Megatron frozen or something. I was like, is Project Iceman back
There's
there? Like,
Project
what's
Iceman right
yeah,
there. You hold Megatron back there the whole
yeah.
time. This is like a whole operation, but like no, there's more to that. Oh, before he opens that wall thing, he casually
It
gives
slides him a little card.
little card there, and I was like, huh, I wonder what the
I was like, it's
card
gonna
is. I
say
was like,
Sector 7 on it.
let's say
It's gonna.
Sector Seven, like no. But then when he's looking out into the corridor and seeing like this big like sci-fi, I see this like sci-fi vehicle over there. I don't know what it was, whatever, but like whatever. But like when he was looking at the card, he flips it over,
Yeah, we
and then
saw that logo and it was like,
like
ooh.
G.I. Joe. I was like,
Yo,
what
I'm
the
I'm
heck?
I'm glad I'm glad that Noah said it. I'm glad that Noah said GI Joe because I was not believing my eyes.
Yeah, I was
And
like, I didn't
yeah,
even hear him saying
and
it because I was just like,
yeah.
what the
Well, and apparently when they filmed it, I guess to keep the surprise, when they filmed it, the card did say Sector 7. So they changed it. And I'm like, that's nuts. That's like Darth Vader saying I am your father levels of keeping the surprise for the cast. That's like
Yeah, that I man.
mhm.
So we're just gonna casually just put that there. So GI
Yeah.
Joe is in the
Yeah.
same universe as
Yeah,
Transformers.
now everyone's sitting there thinking like, okay, was the interviewer Duke? Like what's going on? Like, then a bunch of people are wondering, like, including myself, they're wondering, like, okay, they mentioned no, your brother was right, no real names over airwaves, and I'm like, okay, what's Noah's name gonna be? like,
Right,
like,
because
like
like
I'm sitting here like he's not gonna be Roadblock. That's no, he's definitely not Roadblock. Like I'm like going
that's
through
where I
GI Joe
instantly
names.
was. That's when I instantly started to look up, like, is there an actual person named Noah that has like a code name from GI Joe? Like, is he
hmm
possibly going to be that? And it's like I didn't find anything.
But he's probably going to end up being a prominent GI Joe character. And someone earlier said something that's interesting, though I don't think will play out. Shifty Gizm in the chat said like Charlie could be Baroness in the next film, and I'm like, that's an interesting thought, but
I would hate that.
yeah, I don't think that would work.
No, because
I think
first of
she
all,
could. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think that the GI Joe thing could be how Charlie and Bumblebee reunite. I think she could be a GI Joe character. Um,
yeah, but like I would not like them to like retroactively turn her into the Baroness. Because first of all, the Baroness is supposed to be she's Russian, isn't she? Um,
yeah,
yeah, and it's like no, and like we already had like an American Baroness in Rise of Cobra, so it's like no, I would rather them do authentic versions of the characters. Because man, after Snake Eyes, I was like, I was freaking done. I was
Yeah,
freaking
yeah,
done, man.
yeah. Though I will say I could see Charlie being Scarlet.
I mean, they would have to dye her hair red, but
Her hair was reddish.
are you kidding me?
It's
That
like a.
was brown.
I mean,
That
it
was
was
a
brown,
brown
but like in the
brunette.
sunlight, it's in the sunlight. It looked like a reddish brown. I think they could. I think they could make her Scarlet.
I mean, they were good. If they're thinking about making her Scarlet, I mean, I'll be okay with it. I mean, I would have to like get used to seeing Haley Steinfeld with red hair, but like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I just don't want them to force anything. You know, like I don't want them to force
Yeah.
these what we think like they're supposed to be like original human characters of Transformers, but then like, oh, they're actually these important characters from GI
Hmm.
Joe. I'm like,
Hmm.
I just don't want them to feel. I don't want that to feel
Hmm.
like
I
artificial. You
mean,
know.
either way, like, because even the comics now, because Transformers just revealed who their new comic producer is. Even in the comics, they're doing the shared universe with Transformers and GI Joe. So,
Mhm.
like, I like that they're doing this Hasbro cinematic universe. It makes me wonder what else they're going to get involved. Like how far out they're going to get. Like, I'm sitting here, like, are we going to get like Thundercats or Masters of the Universe in here? Like, but
That would be nuts if they can get Thundercats and Masters of the Universe to fit like coherently with all
yeah,
these
I
different
mean, they've already like explored different races in far reaches of space because of Unicron. So like, I could see it happening, but like,
I wouldn't go any further than those four, though. I wouldn't go any
yeah,
further.
yeah, I wouldn't go any further than those. But well, okay. I will say I would like it if in like a future Transformers film, maybe one of the human characters is attending a gem concert. I would be fine with that. I would be totally fine with that.
Come on, Bigby. Come on.
I'm just being honest with
Do we really need Gem and the holograms in the Hasbro cinematic
just as
universe?
a cameo. Just as a cameo. We don't need a movie, just a cameo.
Yeah, because they already tried that and we saw how that happened.
Yeah, no, we don't need a movie, just a cameo. But either
Cameo.
way,
Okay, fine.
yeah,
Cameo. Fine.
yeah. But like with GI Joe, I feel like it's gonna be a reboot. I don't think that they're gonna try to keep the continuity of the films that we already had. Because I mean, they probably see the writing on the wall. Like, yeah, no, those films aren't that good. Like the first live action one was all right. That's pretty much
First one
it.
was all right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, because I
Mhm.
did not like Retaliation and
Mhm.
I hated Snake
Like,
Eyes.
yeah, like I think Hollywood is finally starting to realize with like these beloved franchises that hey, those animated movies worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, just maybe, we should be a little more faithful to the source material.
Mm-hmm. Or they're even looking at what they did with Bumblebee in this movie. That people actually like that they lean more towards the original cartoon and comics.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should actually get people that actually like the source material, that actually understands the source material. So hopefully, whenever they decide to do the GI Joe reboot, that they actually get somebody that knows the cartoon, that knows the comics. You
I
know.
mean, it seems like Stephen Cable Jr. is going to be a big hand in planning this, and I have full faith in him. I'm convinced that he's probably also a GI Joe fan. So if he wants to head both of these projects in their combined like cinematic universe, go for it by all means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If he's running the ship and then like if he's a fan of GI Joe, then
Hmm.
totally do
But
it.
please, I beg of you, get Travis Knight back on board. That man was a godsend.
Yeah,
Please.
I'm like trying to get him back somehow. Somehow, I'm
Yeah.
surprised they did not ask for him to come back. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
It's whatever. And then if if they go even further, if we do get a Masters of the Universe movie, and if they do Thundercats, hopefully they'll get people that understand those properties as well. But like that's
Hmm.
if they want to go that far. That's
Hmm.
if they want to go that far. I mean, I'm having a hard time racking my head around the Transformers GI Joe crossover. I know, as you said, that they did that in the comics, so
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. It's something that they do often in the comics, and it works. It works. If you ever get a chance, I suggest reading those comics because they do it really well. The crossovers there.
mhm,
So I have full faith that it can work in live action if they do GI Joe right, because they're doing Transformers right now. They
mhm.
just they need to hit the right notes with GI Joe, and they haven't yet. So,
yeah.
I need them to lean a little bit more into the ridiculousness of things. Like, bring back classic Cobra Commander. Just being just mustache twirlingly evil. Cobra retreat. Like, yeah, bring that back.
Oh no! Don't have him do that corny voice like that. Like, no.
I want the corny voice.
No. I actually like the scarier voice that they gave him in the first two movies. I was like, that's fine. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how they execute it, though. Just the characters. I mean, you could take some liberties here and there, but the main problem I have with those G.I. Joe movies is that the characters don't feel like the characters from the comic or the TV show. They take too many liberties with that. Especially Snake Eyes felt nothing like
man.
That was terrible.
I actually just recently watched that too. I was told repeatedly by everyone I talked to in like the past couple of weeks, like, don't watch it, you'll hate it. I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, just like that was textbook example of them not understanding G.I. Joe, not understanding the characters, because they didn't understand what made Snake Eyes so great.
Yeah, they're good at making it look good in marketing.
Sure, yes,
but follow through.
For the
love of God, follow through.
Please. So that's all I ask. If they're gonna do G.I. Joe, just hopefully they get it right this time. But
yeah, like, just tackle things one thing at a time. They did Transformers right. Now do G.I. Joe right. And if you're gonna involve other Hasbro stuff, cool. Just make sure you get the previous thing right first, though.
Yes. Slow wins the race.